Hello YouTube, Shane GTC bringing a quick update of our 2021 Jeep Wrangler. Just shy of 25,000 miles, 24,734 to be exact. Just did an oil change. Tomorrow's due for a tire rotation. And I'm bringing you the 25,000 mile update. Things I like, things I don't like. Let's get started. So as you know, we've had this for a couple of years now, almost 25,000 miles. This is my son's daily driver, but I've driven it enough to sort of get to know the car a little bit. And just for new fans tuning in, this is our first Jeep, my first Jeep purchase and experience with the Jeep. And of course, they're all over the road. There's a Jeep right there. Got to do the Jeep wave, right? And I've also been able to sort of live vicariously through Connor with his experience. So let's start with things I like. I like the seating position. And I guess I like it more because every time I get in it, I feel like I'm up a little bit high. It's sort of refreshing if you drive a sedan every day, which I do. I do like the seating position. I got plenty of headroom, plenty of elbow room. The armrest is a nice, comfortable position. I do like the steering wheel. All the gauges are easy to see in classic sort of Mopar fashion, 2 analog. Center is the digital. If you've ever had a Mopar before, that's pretty typical, and it's got some useful information, easy to use. I do like the center stack. For those Jeep owners, you'll know that the up and down for the windows is here on the center console. So they try to sort of cluster everything here. So far, AC works good. Haven't had any, ghosts there. As you know, I have upgraded the stereo system, which has been a super nice upgrade because the stuff that comes with this basic stock is garbage. Sorry, Mopar, but you can do better in a $40,000 plus Jeep.
Sansui system with a full-size record changer, these big 3-way 12-inch speaker systems, and the Sansui AM/FM receiver. A fantastic system, and at the American sound price of only $333.
At least offer some sort of bass because it just was all highs, and so I added the 10-inch Pioneer subwoofer. In addition to the things I like, obviously the room. I've been in the back, no problem. I like the top. We have not taken it off yet, but I think that's a cool option. We have some friends that like to take their hard top off, and it's a pretty cool feature. I like the visibility, no major blind spots. I also like some of the little things that Jeep does, like the little handle here, and the handle's up there, the handle's in the back. I like the 4-wheel drive. We had an issue with it, putting it in its first 4-wheel drive. It just would not go in. Since then, it's been pretty slick. I also have enjoyed the motor from a power and torque perspective. It's still a little interesting. It sounds like a diesel. It's noisy. And for those of you, maybe it's just this car, but let me know, in this particular, the 2-liter turbo with the electric assist, first thing in the morning when it's cold, it bucks. And like when you're going off of throttle, like down a hill, it bucks. And even putting on your brakes, it kind of wants to resist a little bit. Other than that, it's been a good motor, a little noisy, a little bit brash, but it's plenty powerful. I'm not wanting more, have to really ring it out to extract the power. We have been in the snow. We've been a little bit off-road, super confident, inspiring. It's a really nice vehicle. I actually could drive this every day, no problem. And sitting next to me, you can kind of see there's another Jeep right here. And this is the diesel. It's one of my colleagues. So those are generally things I like. I also like the upgrades that we did. We put on the ski racks, we put on the hood latches, we put on the cover over the spare tire, we put on the runners. And that's one cool thing about a Jeep is you can have exactly the same model, but rarely will you ever find one that's exactly the same. Everybody loves to customize their vehicles a little bit different. And so there is a cool Jeep culture, and there's a ton of them around. I also like the resale. it seems to me that you can drive these cars for 50, 60, 75,000 miles, turn around and get a really pretty penny for them. So I guess that speaks to their popularity, as well as maybe their reliability for some of the newer ones. Other than that, that's what I've liked so far. It's a decent driving experience. Now, here's what I don't like. This would not be good if you were commuting every day freeway miles. It is windy, it's noisy, it kind of has a little bit of, it reminds me of tram lining, where it just kind of seems a little bit squirrely on the road. And so I wouldn't, if I were to commute 40, 50 miles every day on a freeway, probably not my first choice. You know, you'd be talking about electric vehicle, because gas mileage isn't amazing in this. In fact, let's check real quick here and see what we've been getting. So average 21.7, not great, but not bad. It is the 4-cylinder turbo, puts out a ton of torque. And so other things I don't like a lot of the plastic parts. It seems in many ways sort of cheaply built, and this may be just a Mopar Dodge thing in this particular, but they haven't changed a lot in their Jeeps. And particularly the plastic bits on the outside. The little covers for the spray nozzles, the arms for the windshield wipers, which are just, they fade. I mean, we've only had the car a year and a half. It hasn't seen a ton of sun, but some of the plastic parts are already fading, and we take really good care of that. The gas cap is sort of already faded that I put on. And so that's a little bit disappointing, because I don't think that it's going to look good maybe over 5-7 years. I'm not a big fan of the seats, especially at this price point. They're cloth. They seem to collect a lot of lint and dirt. I guess they'll hold up okay. I don't really know, but they seem to be pretty decent in terms of keeping them clean. Just, I just feel like in 2021, 2022, we should be getting some nicer seats in these. The infotainment system seems to be okay. I'm used to it from my Dodge Charger. I think the screen could be a little bit bigger. It seems to be quick enough. It's got a lot of cool features, but interestingly enough, on at least 3 occasions, it has completely stayed on with the car off. We found out on some forums that this is common, and we had to pull the fuse, which is kind of disappointing. Other than that, we've kept up on service, and it seems to be driving okay. So those are kind of what I like, what I don't like. 25,000 miles. I think it's going to be a good vehicle for another 25, maybe more. We'll see how long my son keeps it. But other than that, I could drive this every day. It's big enough for me. I've got plenty of leg room, plenty of headroom, and in all reality, it's a pretty nice place to be for a Jeep. So there you have it, guys. Until next time, this is Shane, GTC. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. We appreciate it. Take care. Bye-bye.